When I woke up, I actually found myself back in the senior high school classroom in 2008, looking at my classmates who seemed to have reversed the aging process. I pinched myself several times before I dared to believe that this wasn't a dream. As someone who grew up reading rebirth novels, I instantly got excited. Isn't this the perfect opportunity for an underdog to transform into a rich, handsome, and successful person? Just as I was planning how to outdo Jack Ma and challenge Pony Ma, the teacher said, "The registration for the martial arts exam will start next week." I didn't take it seriously at all and thought I had misheard it as liberal arts exam. After all, Class 4, Senior Grade 3, was a science class. What could it have to do with liberal arts? However, after class, young Jian, who sat in the front row, suddenly asked me and my deskmate, Chen Fan, if we were going to register. Chen Fan shook his head repeatedly, saying that the registration fee of 10,000 yuan was too expensive and he was definitely not going to pass the exam. He said that the money was enough for a year's living expenses and tuition fees in college. Yang Jian, on the other hand, looked very reluctant and said that this might be the only chance to make a big leap forward. I was completely confused. 200,810,000 yuan was no small amount. The housing price in Yangcheng was only 4,000 yuan per square meter. Why was the registration fee for the martial arts exam so expensive? Before I could figure it out, Zhang Hao, a boy with a crew cut next to me, suddenly said excitedly, "Master Ma has broken through to the 8th rank. Tencent Group has issued a challenge to the president of Google's Asia-Pacific region." As soon as these words were spoken, the whole class erupted. The classmates discussed excitedly, saying that Master Ma had become the strongest martial artist among the young generation before he was 40. As long as he won this challenge, Tencent could expand into Asian countries and might even become the world's dominant force in the future. I was completely dumbfounded. Who was Master Ma? Since when did Tencent and Google start competing in martial arts? I asked Chen Fan cautiously. Ma, ... Is Master Ma Pony Ma? Chen Fan replied seriously. It's extremely disrespectful to call a master by their name directly. I was really puzzled. This world was so strange. Yang Jian was still chattering about the gossip beside me, saying that Master Ma from Alibaba might break through to the 7th rank. Master Li from Baidu was going into seclusion to strive for the 8th rank. And even Governor Zhang from Nanjiang province might break through to the 7th rank. The more I listened, the more shocked I became. It turned out that in this world, almost all well-known figures were powerful martial artists, and it was extremely difficult for ordinary people to stand out. The class bell rang, but I had no intention of listening to the class at all. Finally, when school was over, I rushed straight to the internet cafe. On the way, looking at the slogans in the school like, "Take the martial arts exam and come to Qingyao," and "One blood key pill ensures your admission to the martial arts exam," I felt like I had traveled to a parallel world. In the internet cafe, I frantically searched for all kinds of information. As I learned more, I realized that this world was completely different from what I remembered. Martial artists had a high status. Those below the 7th rank were called masters, and those above the 7th rank were called grandmasters. For ordinary people, if they wanted to become officials or do business, they couldn't get far without becoming martial artists. More than an hour later, my internet access time ran out. I walked out of the internet cafe, looked up at the sky, and my eyes gradually became determined. Since I was reborn into this world where martial arts was highly respected, I only had one way to go: take the martial arts exam, and I must pass it. This was not only to change my fate, but also the only way to survive in this world.